रहत्विकाय राधाधिकाय तदालय कृष्णाय कृष्णभक्ताय तद्भक्ताय नमो नमः। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्यं नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। नष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तमश्लोकैर्भक्तिर्भवती नैष्ठकी। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नंदनाय च नंदगोपकुमाराय गोविंदाय नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna, dear devotees.
Recording in progress.
We are continuing our Bhakti Vedanta study of 10th canto Srimad Bhagvatam, chapter 41. Krishna and Balaram enters Mathura. So yesterday we have finished the first part up to the verse 10. There are two sections in that. One was the Krishna's beautiful opulences, and second was arrival of Krishna Balaram by Akrura to the place where Nanda Baba was waiting for them in a garden at the outskirts of Mathura. So yesterday we have one question, what Akrura saw something like that. So in that answer you have to put at least three things which were in the verse. Krishna, his expansion, it associate what are the things there. You have to put at least those three words there, then the thing will be complete. So this is the question. Yeah, 41. How eager were the ladies of the Mathura to see Krishna? This is 41. What did Akrura reply when the Lord Krishna asked him if he has seen something wonderful? So this was the question. And we have to answer this by referring to these verses as yesterday we have discussed, that he has seen the opulence of Krishna, his Shesha, Ananta Shesh form and Narayan form, Vishnu form. And not only that, but he saw the spiritual sky and all the associates. And that was astonishing for him. So this is what will be the answer. And the result of that answer is, Akrura is going to explain, I am not afraid of Kansa because I have seen your opulences. That is in upcoming verses we will come across. So we are starting now the third section from 11 to 18. Akrura's request to Krishna to come to his house. So Sri Akrura Vacha, Na aham bhavadabhyam rahitaha, it means without you, Praveshya Mathuram Prabhu, my dear Lord, I will not enter Mathura without you both. Tyaktum naharasi mam nath, my master, don't abandon me. Why? Bhaktam te bhakta vatsala, I am your devotee and you are the protector of the devotee. So Srila Prabhupada, the disciples give the translation. Sri Akrura said, oh Master, Without two of you, I shall not enter Mathura. I am your devotee. O Lord, so it is not fair for you to abandon me, since you are always affectionate to your devotees. Here, Srila Jiva Goswami writes, because of the great pain, he calls out Krishna many times with, O Lord, O giver, O Krishna, affection to your devotees. So, O Lord means Nath. Giver is also means Nath. One who fulfills whatever desire you desire. Krishna, affectionate to your devotees. I cannot enter the city without you because you give shelter to all beings. Since you are the most powerful, Prabhu, enter with my permission, if Krishna says. I cannot leave you, since you give a person whatever he desires. Not. But detached, neutral person can be given up. I am your devotee, te bhaktam. Surrender completely to you. I cannot give you up, Krishna says. But for a short time, you should go to your home in the city for relaxing. It is not proper for you to give up your devotee for even a moment, Akrur says, since you are most affection to them, Bhakta Vatsala. Verse 12. Agachayam gehannaha sahanatha kurhadokshajay sagarjay sagopalahi suhirdascha suhrattama. Agacha yam geham. Please, you all, not only you, my dear master, not only master, Sanatha, Sanatha, Sanathan. Nah means us, and Sanathan. So having Nathan, a master, because we are Sanath, we are not Anath. Anath means without master, Sanath means with a master. And you are beyond our senses, Adokshaja, you come along with your elder brother Balaram and also with all the coward boys, with your friends Soherda, because you are the supreme well-wisher, Sohertama. Come, let us go my house with your elder brother and coward men and your companions, O best of the friends, O Transcendental Lord. Transcendental Lord is for Adokshaja. In this way, please grace my house with its master, means you are the master of my house, Sanatha. Chakravarti writes, Akrur said, Krishna, come to my house along with the Brajavasis. I will not visit Kansa and inform him of your arrival now. How can I announce that he will die the day after tomorrow? I do not have a speck of fear from him, because I have seen your powers in the Yamuna. Also, there will be no lack of thing in my house, therefore let us go there. So this one line, I have no fear of Kansa, speak of fear of Kansa, because I have seen your powers in Yamuna. That is what Akrur told to Krishna. So this line can be added to that answer. And Jiva Goswami writes, what should I do? Akrur is saying, oh no, Krishna is saying, what should I do? Akrur says, come to my house. And the Krishna is saying, you should go to Kansa in order to tell him that we have arrived. Fearing such an answer from Krishna, he shows fearlessness because of experience Krishna's powers in Yamuna. I will not go there. Come to my house, you two, the others, and I will first go to our residence. But not receiving Krishna's consent, he then prayed with humility. Do this for us, who are protected by you, Sanatan. He speaks in the plural, Nah, to indicate his friends as well. You are beyond the knowledge of the senses, but you will prove your protective qualities, Sanatha, by coming to my house personally. Or go to our house and give the resident protection, Sanatan. Since the houses are without masters. Basically what it means that we are Yaduvansis, and right now nobody is the master of the Yaduvansis. Maharaj Ugarsen is in the prison, Vasudev and Devaki are in the prison, and all other Yaduvansis, they left the Mathura. So we are unprotected, and you are the Yadhu Sreshta. So you can protect us. So, by going to them, your quality of giving protection will be shown. Do not come alone, but come with your brother and cowards, or come with your friends who protect the carts and oxen. This meaning can be derived according to some Sanskrit rule. Why do we have to go immediately? Those who show unconditional mercy are friends. Devotees are even better friends. Bhagavan is the best friend. Swerd Satam. And Garga Samhita speak the same verse. Sri Akrur Vacha Deva Deva Jagannatha Govinda Purushottama Sa Agarajasa Gopala Gacho Me Mandarim Prabhu. Please come to my house along with your friends. Hey Govind, hey Purushottam, hey my master Jagannatha. So same mood. Verse number 13. What is the purpose of inviting some celebrated or saintly person in the home? This is the purpose. This verse speak of the purpose. Punehi pada rajasa. Purify my house with the dust of your lotus feet. Punehi means purify. And pada rajasa means dust of your lotus feet. Grahano grahamedhinam, we are simple householder. Purify our house. Yachau chena anotrapayanti pitraha sa agneha suraha. By the water that wash your lotus feet, the forefathers, the fire god and the demigods are purified. I am simply an ordinary householder, Grahamedhinam, attached to ritual sacrifices. So please purify my home with the dust of your lotus feet. By that act of purification, my forefathers, the sacrificial fire, and the demigods will all be satisfied. Trapayanti. So forefathers are satisfied. Sacrificial fire means where the yajnas are performed. Then the demigods who come for the yajna or the Supreme Lord, they all will be satisfied. So by worshipping or inviting the saintly person, or who are the representative of Supreme Lord, or inviting the Supreme Lord himself to one's house, the house is purified. Any good example you can give? Hare Krishna.
Vidura was always inviting the Lord to his house, and we can also get the deities in our home.
We can bring the deities in our home for purification. Vidura invited Krishna at his house. Yes.
Hare Krishna. We see in the first canto when Shukdev Goswami is there, and it is said that he used to go to Hastinapur to houses to sanctify them, and he stayed there for half an hour by the time the cow is milked.
So Sukhdev used to go to the houses to purify the householder. Bali Maharaj, so Yajna Maharaj, Vamandev arrived and he said, he washed his feet and whole atmosphere is purified. These are all old stories. And it's some new recent one. Within our own movement.
Gargacharya and Nanda Maharaj.
Nanda and Maharaj are not in our movement now. Srila Prabhupada's father used to invite saintly people every day and asking them to bless this son that he should become a devotee of Radharani. And Nanda Maharaj told to Gargacharya same thing, that you are traveling for purification. Same thing Navayogendra was told by Nimi Maharaj, you travel just to purify us. So there are many examples, and presently example for us is Srila Prabhupada's parents and Srila Prabhupada purified the whole world. The spiritual purification he brought all over the world. And practical application is that we should encourage the people in general to invite the devotees at their home and have satsang and kirtan, and by that the house is purified, the forefathers are purified. The olden days there was a fire sacrifice, now is a sankirtan yajna, and by that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is purified. Or not purified, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is pleased. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is pleased, forefathers are pleased. By Harinam Sankirtan Yag, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is pleased, because Mahaprabhu is worshipped by Harinam Sankirtan. So this verse we can apply, how we can apply in our life, that we should learn. And now Chakravarti Pad writes, Akrura said, purified water from washing the dust from your feet, which will fall on the head and in the courtyard of my house, will satisfy all the demigod sacrificial fires and my ancestors. And almost same thing is Jiva Goswami is writing same thing. But there he's telling something more. Why house is contaminated, that we need purification. So he gave this some reason, so we can read that. Your houses will be protected by virtue of Pitra, fire and Devatas. Krishna says like this. Then he says, purify our houses with the dust from your lotus feet. We are householder, constantly engage in harming others in 5 ways. By fire, by sweeping, by cursing, by drowning, and by grinding. By purifying just once, they will all be continually satisfied, anutrapayanti. By satisfying the Pitra and Devatas, our household duties will be completed. Thus the house will be successful. What is written here? Anybody can explain? Fire, sweeping, cursing, drowning. What is this?
The Panchasuna.
Panchasuna, yes. 5 murders in every house during these activities, by lighting fire, for cooking, by sweeping the floor, by cursing the grinding the grains, by in a water, drowning so many living entities, and cursing. All these are the 5 suna, right? And then there are 5 yajna. What are these 5 yajna? Rishi yajna. And practically it means you distribute Prabhupada's books and people read Prabhupada's books. This is a Rishi yajna. By that they can purify their house. Rishi yajna. Deva yajna, you install the deities in their house, then their house will be purified. Then Pitra yajna, in the name of your forefathers, you distribute the food. You distribute the food as a prasad, then your forefathers are satisfied. And then the bhut yajna, to feed the other living entities. You feed the cows in our gaushalas. and all the other birds, just keep some water, give food to the cows, that is bhut yagya. And what is the which yagya is left? All yagyas which can, all these 5 yagyas can, these are 5 actions to purify the house can be connected with Krishna consciousness. In one of the classes, somewhere I spoke about that, how these all activities can be used in Krishna consciousness. How can we inspire people actually to purify their house against these 5 sinful activities unknowingly every day we are doing, by purchasing Prabhupada's books and reading them, by installing the deities when home, by distributing prasad after offering to the deities, by feeding the cows. So these are all activities people can be connected to Krishna through this system.
Which was the 5th one, Prabhuji?
The one is Pitra Yagya. So for forefathers, you can also distribute prasad. And then Rishi Yagya means books of the rishis. And Dev Yagya, deity installed in the home and worship. And then there is a Bhut Yagya, that the cow, give the food to the cow. And what is the Yagya? Atati Yagya, the guest. So invite the devotees at your home and feed them, or else you sponsor the prasad in the temple where the devotees are honoring prasad every day. In this way, you can complete all the 5 yagya.
Thank you.
Verse 14. Avanija angari yugalam asita loka balira mahan. Shalokayo balira mahan aishwaryam atulam lebhe gatim chaikantikam tuya. Now, Akrura is giving example of washing the feet of great personalities or Supreme Lord and the benefit which Bali Maharaj got. This is the verse. By bathing your feet, exalted Bali Maharaj attained not only glorious fame and unequal power, but also the final destination of the pure devotees. Akrura said, by washing the feet, Bali Maharaj attained the position of great fame, Shalokaya. He attained unrivaled power and destination of pure devotees. And Srila Jiva Goswami writes, this is not empty praise. I am not saying this is something empty praise that your lotus feet. No. One can see the result. Or Krishna may say to the Akrura, then take just take some dust or water from my feet to your house, to your houses. But now Akrura says, no, I desire to wash your feet just as Bali did. Bali was the best among those with good qualities, since he is praised by the Vyas and others. He attained powers unobtainable by Indra. And what is attained by the greatest devotees in this world? The Lord became his doorkeeper. So this is the glory, real glory of washing the lotus feet of Supreme Lord. I used to say, I don't know if you remember, how fortunate is Bali Maharaj that he has washed that same lotus feet of Vaman Dev, from whose right toes reaching to the casual ocean, the foot is washed and water is falling down first into the water part of Brahma Karmandal, then it is taken to the heaven, in the planet, into the Dhruva Lok, and then to the heaven, and then it's coming onto the hairs of Lord Shankar, then it becomes Ganga and it purifies everybody. But directly that water, after washing the lotus feet of Vaman Dev, Bali Maharaj is sprinkled on his head. How fortunate is Bali Maharaj? Think of that. And then how fortunate is that's the boatman who washed the feet of Lord Ramachandra when he was taking the Ramchandra across the river Ganga. So there are examples of washing feet and great results. Apaste angriha avane janayas. Apas means water. After washing your lotus feet, angri means lotus feet. Trailokan shoyo puman. All three words are purified. Shirasa adhatya sharvaha. And Lord Shiva is carrying that water on his head. Swara yataha sagaratmaja. And the departed son of Maharaj Sagar was purified by that water. So this is the glories of the Ganga. The water of the river Ganges has purified three worlds, having become transcendental by bathing your feet. Lord Shiva accepted the water on his head, and by that water's grace, the son of King Sagar attained to the heaven. Chakravarti writes, the word Apa referred to the water of Ganga. Akrura said the spiritual Shuchayo, water of the Ganga, which washed the feet, is held upon Shiva's head. It purifies the three worlds, awarded Swarga Mukti to the descendant of King of Sagar. And Sri Jiva Goswami says, there is the glory of the water that washed your feet. The power of being touched by that water is most astonishing. Other holy places become impure by burning up great sins of the people who visit. But your foot water as Ganga is the purest, Suchayaha, and never become impure. Not only does purify the three worlds, but it's worshipped by Lord Shiva, the chief of all, protector of the planets, who is worthy of worship. Shiva holds that water on his head. And this is a verse from first canto of Srimad Bhagvatam. Who can be called by the name of Bhagavan except Mukunda, whose toenail water purifies the universe along with Shiva and become arghya for Brahma. Verse 1:18-21. Athapi yadapadanakha varashitam Jagat viranche upahiratah aranabhyah Sesham punati at anayam anyatamo mukandat Ko namaloke bhagavat padaratha. The impurity of the crematorium, Shiva's place, become purified. Thus the water from your feet is the ultimate goal of all people. Not only does that water purify by its touch, but it produces the highest purity, giving attainment of Brahma Lok to Sagar's sons. So we are discussing Bhakti Vedanta, 10th canto of Srimad Bhagvatam, verse, chapter 41, and verses we have. Net चला गया? चला गया. यहाँ दिखा रहा है लेकिन चला गया.
एक बार वापस से कनेक्ट कर लेते अपने एयरटेल में. ऑफिस में.
हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण कृष्ण. इसको डिस्कनेक्ट करना पड़ेगा.
मैं वाईफाई कर दी हूँ. हॉटस्पॉट कर दी. दैट इज द मोस्ट. आईफोन में कर दीजिएगा. मुझे स्टेबल रहेगा. कोई रिस्क नहीं होगा. ये चलो. अच्छा चल गया शायद.
कहाँ चला गया? चलो
आया था बीच में.
हरे कृष्णा.
Recording in progress.
Hare Krishna, you
Hare Krishna, Hare.
okay?
Hare Krishna.
Yeah, net issue. So, here are we. So, what is the destination of the departed sons of Maharaj Sagar? Anybody can tell me the meaning of Sagar?
Who is born with the poison? Gar means poison.
Yes, one who is born along with poison. Sa means along with gra means poison. Sagara. Okay. So what is the destination of the son of Sagar? Brahmalok. They attend Brahmalok just by touching that place where the son of Sagar were burned up by Kapil Dev opening the eyes. The place is called Ganga Sagar. Even though they were great offender and were burned up because of their offenses, the sun attained the 3 words Swara, meaning the top of 3 words Brahmalok. This is explained in the 9th canto, that the water purifies. It is most worshipable. Where in the 9th canto, what is the reference? Reference of the descent of Ganga. It is most worshipable. It liberates the worst offender and gives them the highest goal. There is the order of glory stated here. In Srimad Bhagvatam 3:28-22 have some glory.
This is, could you please kind of elaborate?
What Ajay Prabhu, you are saying something? Yes?
Yes, Prabhuji. So my question is, somebody has passed away, the Jivatma has gone, left the body, is dead, and taken up another body in another place. So now, the ashes of his previous body are being sprinkled in Ganga.
Yes.
Now, it's kind of a very stretched connection. The rest of the body, elements of the body, and then the person, Atma, has taken up another body.
Yes. So, usually this question is like that, some soul is departed from here, and then the, say, son of that person or grandson of that person, as in the case of Maharaj Sagar, they perform some rituals, and by that the departed soul is benefited. This is the normal Vedic understanding. How it works, when I preach to the public, I say like this. You were driving a car on the road, you met accident, somehow you killed somebody, you are caught by police, you are in the jail. You cannot do anything because you are already in the prison house. But your friend, your son, your relative, he goes and find out some advocate, and then he fight your case, and he pays something to that, and he find out the rules to some, and by that you will get, some bail, you come out, and then you have some relaxation, at least from the prison. Similarly, when departed soul, because of his karma, goes somewhere, when his children perform certain rituals through qualified Brahmins by reciting Vedic mantra, and they offer pindadan. Our Shri Radha Govind Das Swami Maharaj used to say, if I have to send money to my son in America, I deposit Indian money and it is given there as dollars. Similarly, if you give whatever to the departed soul here, it will be transformed into the needs of the person in whichever species of life he is. So this was the order of the Kapil Dev, who is one of the incarnation of Supreme Lord Siddhanam Kapilo Asmi. They are these departed souls because they wanted to offend me and considering me also the victim of stealing the hearts of the yajna of your forefathers. Therefore, by my opening of the eyes, I was in meditation, they are burned to ashes. Say, how can I deliver them? Then bring the Ganga. By touching the water of the Ganga, still today, so many people take the departed souls' bones to the Ganga and get some ritual, and it is believed that they are getting a better position. If they are not delivered, they just went to the Satyalok. They get some chance. So this is a Karma Kanda section of the Veda basically. Is it satisfying? Is it okay, Ajay Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhuji, thank you.
This logic is like that, where when we teach to the logic, we tell this logic. That do you hire advocate and then you fight, fight the case and you get the person on bail, and then similarly, the departed soul, we do something for him by rituals and Vedic mantras and by Brahmins, then he gets some concession, he gets some good position for future to do something good by himself. Okay? Verse number 16. Deva Deva Jagannatha Punyaha Sharvana Kirtanaha Yaduttamma Uttamma Shlokaha Narayano Namastute. This is Akru's offering prayer. Deva Deva Jagannath Punya Sharvana Kirtanaha. Exactly, we have another Punya Sharvana Kirtanaha. Shrunatam Sukatha Punya Sharvana Kirtanaha. Exactly same word. So here directly Krishna is talking to Krishna. And who is Krishna? Yadu Uttama Uttam. Uttama Shloka. Narayana Namastute. O Lord of Lords, Master of the universe. O you whose glories it is most pious to hear and chant. O best of the Yadus. O you whose name is recounted in excellent poetry. Uttama Shloka. O Supreme Lord Narayana, offer my obeisance unto you. Chakravarti Pad writes, Akrur said, O Deva Dev, you shine among all the demigods. Today, please illuminate my house. You are the Lord of the universe, Jagannath. So now, become the Lord of my house. You purify anyone who hears and chants your glories, Punya Sharvan Kirtan. So please purify my house today. O best of the Yadus, Yaduttama, please come to my house, as I am also Yadu. O Uttama Shlok, famous as the deliverer of the fallen, please purify my fallen household. And Shri Goswami writes, Lord of Lord, by your coming, it is certain that there will be a great purification. Or you are worthy of worship by devatas. Though you are merciful to them because they serve you, you should be merciful to me since you are the Lord of the universe, Jagannath. But I give mercy to pure devotees, Krishna says. I will become pure by hearing your glories, Punya Sharvana Kirtan. Very good. It means only those who hear Krishna Katha will be purified and they get Krishna's mercy. Because Krishna says, I give mercy to the pure people. Or you will purify me greatly by letting me see you. Since you purify people just by having them hear or chant your glories, I am worthy of your mercy, since I have been born in the Yadu dynasty, and you are the best of the Yadus, appearing in their family. How can I give you mercy since you are an associate of Kamsa and have committed offenses in Gokul? You have the greatest quality, Uttama Shlok, by which you gave a place in the spiritual world to Putna and others. Since I am the Lord, I do this if I wish. Sometimes I do not do it. Oh, you are the shelter of all Jiva, Narayan. You may or may not give mercy, but you are the shelter of all jivas. In a great zeal, Akrur then fall on the ground and grasp the Krishna's feet. I offer respect to you, Namaha. He prays only to Krishna since he considered Balaram to be none different from him. Because the two brothers have such great affection for each other and because Krishna is the most prominent. Is there any question? Any question or comment? Here, Akrur is praying to Krishna and there is no difference between Krishna and Balaram. But usually in worship, on deity worship, if there is a Gaur Nitai, our worship starts from Gauranga Prabhu or Nityanand, Krishna or Balaram. I have a question.
Prabhuji, we start from Nityananda Prabhu. Yeah, Prabhupada first. Acharya.
No, Prabhupada.
Acharyas and then to Gaur Nitai and then to Krishna.
No, what I'm saying, if there's a Gaur Nitai only at your home, which one you will offer Aarti or Priya?
Nityananda Prabhu first because he's our Guru Tattva, and then we'll move on to Gauranga Mahaprabhu.
Because he Guru Tattva, therefore we offer him first?
Yeah, and then we'll come back again.
In the temple aartis, we will do first start with Krishna to Balram, Gauranga to Nityananda.
From?
First to Gauranga, then Nityananda.
Oh,
Aarti, when we do
I
aarti,
think you refer to the deity ministry
yes.
and find out exactly what they say. Mahaprabhu wants Nityanand to be worshipped first because he is the elder. Mahaprabhu, he wants Nityanand to be worshipped first. This is what I heard. For the spiritual master, we get permission, or else we give the paraphernalia of the puja in his hand mentally, and he is going to worship, or we are going to worship on his behalf.
Yeah.
It's not that we offer them first, but we get their permission and become their representative. That is okay, but Nityanand is offered first, or Balaram. My understanding is Mahaprabhu wants Nityanand to be worshipped first. Anybody has any information or comment or something?
As per our ministry's norms, deity ministry's norms, we first do it with Krishna, then to Balram, and we do it first to Gauranga and then to Nityananda in Aarati ways, after taking permission from Guru.
Okay, Murali Prabhu. Again, I think somebody should get information from deity ministry.
I will do it.
My understanding and my everyday meditation is we have to go through where Mahaprabhu wanted that you cannot approach me without Nityanand. Okay, anyway, this is something practical application of something here. Here Akrur is going to the Krishna directly because he is Jaduvanshi, he has the right, he understands the things. But then something came in mind, so I just related with you. Sri Bhagavan Vacha, now Krishna is answering. Ayase bhavato geham aham aryaha samanvitaha yado chakra drutam hatva vitrayasya swardapriyam. Supreme Lord said, I will come to your house with my elder brother, but first I must satisfy my friends and well-wisher by killing the enemy of Yadu's clan. Chakravarti Pad writes, Krishna said, O Akrur, you have correctly called me the best of Yadus, Yaduttama. Therefore, first I will kill Kansa, the enemy of Yadu clan, and then I will come to your house. And Jiva Goswami writes, I will come with Balaram. Krishna would not come with other cowards, since they would not stay that long in Mathura. Because Akrura said, you come with coward, so coward will be gone by that time. So Akrura will, the Krishna will only go with Balaram. When will that be? I will come when I have killed the enemy of Yadus. He does not directly mention Kansa because of Kansa's inauspiciousness and fear of revealing the plan. He said some enemy of Yadus. I will show affection for the Yadus by freeing Vasudeva and others, our friends. It is not proper to come your house and receive a welcome when the Yadus are suffering and my parents are imprisoned. And also Kans will think that that you are not Kansa's man and you are men of Yadus. So it is also not good for you to take us to your house. This is one more reason. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, after I have killed the king that harmed the Yadus, I will visit your home accompanied by Balaram, by my kinsman, I will satisfy your desire. Verse 18, the last, Sri Shuka Vacha. Eva mukto bhagavata swakruro vimanna ivaha purim pravishtaha kansayaha karama vedya graham yayo. Sukha Goswami said, thus addressed by Krishna, Akrura entered city with heavy heart, Vimanya. He informed Kansa, King Kansa, of the success of his mission and then went home. Jiva Goswami writes, most eager and joyful that he had brought Krishna, he was now morose. Eva is an ornament. It does not mean as if in this context. Or since Krishna promised to come later and had promised to kill Kansa, he was not really morose. He thought, tomorrow Krishna will kill Kansa and come to my house. Thus he went home to clean his house for Krishna's coming. Out of attachment for Krishna, he did nothing else until Krishna arrived. It is not described anywhere later that he did anything else. Leaving Lord Krishna there, Akrura entered Mathura, informed Kansa of what had happened, and then returned to his home. Now the next section is 19 to 31. Krishna entered the city of Mathura and enchants the woman folk. Verse number 19. Lord Krishna desired to see Mathura. So towards evening, he took Lord Balaram and the coward boys with him and entered the city. In the afternoon, Krishna, along with Balaram and a circle, parivarita of his coward friends, entered Mathura to see the city. Krishna went with his friends, and Sanatana Goswami writes, after Akrura entered city, Lord displaying his powers, Bhagavan, who attracts all hurt Krishna, entered the city to give mercy to the inhabitant by attracting their minds. He was endowed with the bhav of attracting hearts of devotees, sankarshana avanitaha. Or he went with Balaram, who had the same bhav. In this way, he would be happy in seeing the city. His friends like Sridhama served him, or he was surrounded completely by them, since Balaram or Nanda feared for his safety. Why he took the coward boys? Because They wanted that he is not safe, he should go with the friends. Noticing that afternoon, Krishna, Balram and the boys were eager to see Mathura city, Nanda spoke the following words. Look at this city, then quickly return. Now that this is not Gokul, this is the fearful kingdom of Kansa. Nanda is in Garga Santa is warning, saying, so be it. And accompanied by Balram, the boys, and some adult gopas sent by Nanda, the Lord entered the Mathura city. And Hari once says, after setting up a best chariot, all of them along with Krishna and Sankarshan proceeded further. They arrived at the beautiful city of Mathura protected by Kansa. They reached inside the city when the sun was red about to set. The intelligent Akrura took the valiant Krishna and Sankarshan brilliant son to his home. This is maybe some other kalp. The Dhanapati, Akrura's another name is Dhanapati, was worried. He told the two athletic boys, sons, you should abandon your desire to go to the Vasudev's house. Because of you, Kansa is harassing the old man, Vasudev there. Day and night, Kansa is abusing, saying that he should leave this place. Hence, your duty is bring the best comfort to your father. You should do the things to his liking so as to bring him comfort. Krishna told Akrura, O man of the righteous path, we do not want to debate with you. We shall proceed to see the city of Mathura and royal path, where we shall go to Vasudev's house only if you agree. So there are some different statements in different scripture. Now these verses 20-23 is the description of the beauty of Mathura. Lord saw Mathura with its tall gates and household entrance made up of crystals, its immense archways and main doors of the gold, its granaries and other storehouses of the copper and bronze, and its impregnable moats. Beautifying the city were pleasant gardens and parks. The main intersections were fashioned of gold, and there were mansions with private pleasure gardens along with guild halls and many other buildings. Mathura resounded with the call of peacocks and petrol doors who sat in the small openings of the latticed windows and on the gem-studded floors, and also on the columned balconies and on the ornate rafters in front of the house. These balconies and rafters were adorned with the Veduriya stone, diamond and crystal quartz, sapphires, gold, pearls and emeralds. All the royal avenues and commercial streets were sprinkled with water, as were the side roads and courtyards. The flower garlands, newly grown sprouts, parched grains and rice had been scattered about everywhere. Gracing the house doorway were elaborately decorated pots filled with water, which were bedecked with mango leaves, smeared with yogurt and sandalwood paste, and encircled by flower petals and ribbons. Near the pots were flagged rows of lamps, bunches of flowers, and the trunks of the banana and betel nut trees.
Prabhuji, Prabhuji, I have a very silly question. I just wanted to know, if you sprinkle rice and yogurt and all, will there not be pest and all? Sorry, I'm just thinking from that side. How would they take care of that pest control?
Rice and yogurt, they not cooked rice, but this is the auspicious sign, basically because there was a festival in Mathura. The next day was a yajna, a big festival, and therefore this whole decoration was for one day. It's not every day is a yogurt and like that. No.
Okay. Okay, Prabhuji.
And by evening
I
they
just wanted to know whether they had.
by evening they clean everything.
Okay.
This
So,
is the
yeah, the
auspicious.
lifestyle was very simple.
Uh-huh. Like on Diwali or
The
some.
lifestyle,
Yes, you are saying
right.
something. Yes, say.
No, their lifestyle was so simple that they made time for cleaning the the roads and all. Everything was sprinkled, right?
Yeah, this was every day. Even before British came or during the British time, when there were no cars, there were only horse carts. They used to wash every day roads with rose water. 100 years back, this was in the India. In
Okay, Rosie.
in good cities, this was every day.
Prabhuji, you
Okay.
mentioned.
Huh?
Prabhuji, you mentioned yesterday the meaning of Mathura something. So what was that meaning of Mathura?
What?
Yesterday you mentioned the meaning of Mathura. Something you mentioned learning. What is that exact?
Manthan means churning. So,
Uh-huh.
yeah. Something, Sanatana Goswami has read something, matha means matra, and ra is something also manthan, a place where churning is done of the something, prayer or something is there.
Prabhuji, your voice is breaking.
Oh, Nate is little giving trouble. So what I can do is, I can turn video off. Okay, I'm reading Chakravarti Vad's purport. 4 verses, 10, 20, 33 describe city of Mathura. The tall towers and gate as well as the gates of the houses were made of crystal. The door panels and the outer doors were made of gold. The store rooms, Koshthan, for grains were made of brass and copper. Surrounded by moats, the city was difficult to enter. 21 and 22nd text. The intersections were made of gold. There were mansions with large gardens and buildings for different craftsmen to meet as well as other dwellings. The rafters were inlaid with the emeralds and other jewels. The buildings echoed with the cries of the doves and peacock and set on the rafters, floors and balconies. According to Kshiraswami, Valabhishu refers to the peak of roof. And according to Halayudha, Valabhi refers to the roof. According to Trikanda Sesh, a Valabhi is a lookout tower. In any case, it refers to the top part of the building. Vedishu referred to the terrace for relaxing made in front of the house out of bricks and so on. Vedishu. The windows had lattice to let in fresh air. The floors, Kutimeshu, were inset with mosaics of precious gem. There were main roads, Rathaya, lanes lined with shops, Apana, and pathways, Marga, and courtyards. Text 23. Krishna saw that doors of the houses were nicely ornamented with full water pot, kumbha, decorated with flowers and smeared with yogurt and sandalwood paste surges on the pot, and 5 other auspicious elements. The full water pots were placed in the following manner. On either side of each doorway, above piles of raw rice. So first you put the rice, then put on the top of that pot with a full of water. Encircling that pot there are flower petals, and on its neck are ribbons, and in its mouth are leaves of the mango and other trees. And you can see these colors sthapana every day in pujas. Above each pot, on a gold plate, are rows of lamps. On either side of each pot are banana tree trunks. In front and behind each pot is betel nut trees. Flags are leaning against the path, and ornament arches the arrayed here and there. See the richness of the city. How beautiful is the city. I think Jiva Goswami says, first natural beauty is described. R means brass. The city is said to have moats since the east and west side are bounded by Yamuna. It means Yamuna is like a moat. The gardens are filled with fruits, and upavans are mainly growing flowers. The groves where the coward left their where the coward left their carts was outside the city and was a natural forest, not produced by humans. The groves were attractive. Kostan can refer to the walls of the fort. The city was decorated with the groves and pleasant gardens. Order of the excellence are gardens first, then groves, then moats, treasuries, entrance gates, and other doors made of gold. So, I think same thing almost. Verse number 24. 24 to 26, eagerness of ladies of Mathura to see Krishna. So Krishna is enchanting the woman folk. The women of Mathura hurriedly assembled and went forth to see the two sons of Vasudeva as they entered the city on King's Road, surrounded by their cowherd friends. Some of the women, my dear king, eagerly climbed. My dear king means Parikshit Maharaj. Eagerly climbed to the roof of their houses to see them. In order to see Krishna and Balaram entering Mathura on the wide rail road, the women of the Mathura came forward in groups. Some ladies climbed onto the rooftop of the mansions. 3 verses describe the scene as the two boys entered completely into the city. The women came close to see them as they entered, but because of the crowds, they climbed to the roofs. Though some tried to prevent them, they could not stop them because of their zeal. Sukdev calls out to Parishak with same zeal. Hearing that Vasudev's son had come, the learned women of Mathura at once left their children and all their household duties and ran to see Krishna to arrive to Krishna as rivers into the ocean. So their zealness, their enthusiasm is as of the rivers to the ocean. Analogy. Some other places, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. I am trying third network. I am in some different house today.
Recording in progress.
Okay, we are going to the verse number 24. The 3 verses describe the scene. Okay, we have discussed this. Now verse number 25. Some of the ladies put their cloths and ornaments on backwards, and other forgot one of their earrings or ankle bells, and other applied makeup to one eye but not to the other, which similar to the gopis coming when Krishna called them by calling in the flute before Ras dance. The ladies were very eager to see Krishna, and their haste and excitement, they forgot themselves. This verse and the next describe eagerness of the women of Mathura in rushing out to see Krishna. They put their clothes on backward and forgot some ornament. Thus they appeared with only ornament and one anklet. Some women applied kajal only in one left eye. Sukhdev Maharaj is watching them closely. So who are the gopis, by the way?
Prabhuji, there are different types of gopis, Rishicari gopis, the one coming from Vedas and all that.
Who are gopis?
So some are of course expansions of
Expansion of?
They are expansions, I mean, of Radharani.
They are expansion of Radharani. Radharani's Kaya view. Okay. So this woman of Mathura has a similar, moods and bhav towards Krishna. This verse connected with the next verse. After hearing the commotion which arose from the citizen on seeing the two boys, they acted in this way. Singular ekam is used to express a type. Some put their clothing on backward. They took both parts of the clothing but forgot to put one on, and the other went and then went to see Krishna. Now the at means the other. Decorated themselves only one of pair of ornament. After starting decorate their eyes with an ointment, they left decorating only one eye. The word cha indicates that other anomalies also occurred in their dressing. Another version here has swalochanam. The word swa indicate that they were absorbed in decorating their eyes. And verse number 26. Those who were taking their meals abandoned them. Others went out without finishing their baths or massages. Women who were sleeping at once rose when they heard the commotion, and mothers breastfeeding their infants simply put them aside. Some women gave up eating their meal, and some even interrupted ceremonies, sautsavaha, such as wedding rites, and abruptly left without circumambulating their husband. Others, being massaged with oil by their maidservant, gave up the massage without even completing their bath. Others left while their bodies were still wet. Women who were attentively feeding their newborn babies immediately gave them up and left. Almost same thing. Now next, verse 27, 28, Krishna's reciprocation with these ladies. Manamsi tasam aravindalochanaha pragalabhalila hasitavalokaihi jaharamat Duvirendra Vikramo Dursham Dadaha Shri Ramana Tamanotsavam. The Lord-side Lord, smiling as he recalled his bold pastimes, captivated those ladies' minds with his glances. He walked with the gait of a lordly elephant in wrath, creating a festival for their eyes with his transcendental body, which is a source of pleasure for the divine goddess of fortune, Shri. With that body, Atmana, which is radiantly beautiful, Shri, Shriya, Sobhaya, Krishna gave pleasure, Ramana Ramayati, the playful enjoyment to the ladies of Mathura. His handsome body created a festival, Utsavam, for their eyes and stole their mind. This indicates that by pleasing their eyes, Krishna bewildered them and without their noticing stole the jewel of their mind. And Sri Jiva Goswami writes, from far off he gave pleasure to the eyes of the woman by his form, which caused rati even in Lakshmi. Rati means bhav bhakti or prem. Rati is a beginning of prema bhakti. When he came closer, he gave pleasure to their eyes by his lotus eyes. So first by his form, then by his eyes. Then he gave pleasure by his bold, playfully smiling glances. Now he is casting his glance. In this way he stole their mind. Praglabha means he was capable of stealing their mind. Or his brows dance playfully and his smiles become playful on reaching the height of cleverness in the Kaishori age. Krishna is 11 and a half something, so he's entered in the Kishore age, early Kishore age, 10 to 15. His feet moved boldly as if he were made elephant. Though the singular manaha could be used to express the meaning of plural manansi, is used to show that all their minds were stolen. The meaning become stalling by indicating that even though they were all shy, all their minds become captivated. Their minds were like their treasure, and he was greedy for those treasures. This is suitable since their minds were filled with prem. He gave them pleasure and then stole their mind. This suggests his cleverness in stealing. It is seen that clever thieves steal wealth by deceiving people when there is a great festival. The verse expresses the order in which they saw him from far to close. In order of the words in the verse as follows. With his lotus eyes, he stole their mind. What then can be said of his whole body, which was the shelter of various pastimes? The word is the instrumental case and show progressively how their minds become captivated. Now verse number 28. Drishtva moho shrutam anurudatta chetasastam tada prekshano utsamitaha sudhokshanaha labdhamanaha anandamoratim upagoya drishtam labaddam hirashyattacho jaho anantam aravindamadinamadhim Adim. Okay. The ladies of the Mathura had repeatedly heard about Krishna, and thus as soon as they saw him, their hearts melted. They felt honored that he was sprinkling upon them the nectar of his glances and broad smiles. Taking him into their hearts through their eyes, they embraced him, an embodiment of all ecstasy, as their bodies here stood on end. O subduer of enemies, they forgot their unlimited distress caused by his absence. Chakravarti Pad writes, their heart melted upon looking at Krishna. Melting of the heart is symptom of which stage of bhakti?
The sneha, it comes in the prema.
Melting of the heart is the beginning of the bhav bhakti, and fully melted heart is the stage of prema bhakti. Hridaya Marshan, something word in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. So their heart was melted, it means they had a bhava bhakti. They felt greatly honored by sprinkling with the nectar of Krishna's sweet smiles and glances. They freely embraced the embodiment of bliss, Ananda Murti. Krishna is Ananda Murti, whom they had obtained in their mind by glancing at Krishna from just one of their eyes. By this they gave up the state of distress generated from his absence. By the phrase, O subduer of enemies, Arim Dam. Arim Dam. Arim means enemy and Dam means subduer. Sukdev Goswami implies that by hearing and meditating on such pastime as this, one can conquer the enemies of lust, anger and greed and envy. Good thing. This is Shruti Phal. If we meditate on this pastime, then we will be freed from lust, anger, greed and envy. Their mind quickly pursued him. Their mind melted with prem for him, Anudrutta. First by hearing about him, we hear about Krishna, then by seeing him, we can see Krishna within our mind's eye. This was the cause of embracing him with their eyes. They felt honored by sprinkling of the nectar of his attractive smiles. Utsamita and glances are nectar of the smile arising from his glances. They thus gave up unlimited distress because they embraced the form of condensed bliss, having attained him in their mind, Atma Labdam, by means of their eyes. If their eyes were filled with tears, or they closed them from shyness or fainting, they were still able to embrace him directly and constantly, since he appeared in their mind as Spurti. Spurti means revelation. The symptom of their embrace were that their hairs stood on end on all parts of their bodies. The obstacle of special rus related to Krishna are material rus, such as material conjugal rus. Lack of proper judgment or such material views may be called an enemy or destroyed of the obstacle are enemies, or Arinandama. Their rus has been described for you, who has destroyed all obstacles to rus. I would not describe this for you to you if it were otherwise. Garga Samhita says, O king, as they gazed at Lord Krishna, the master of the numberless universes, his face decorated in front with moving lock of hair and in the back with glittering crown, wearing a yellow cloth wrapped around his waist and over his shoulder, splendid as the dark cloud with a lightning flash, a Vajanti garland on his chest and a lotus in his hand, wearing swinging shark-shaped earrings and golden armlets, splendid as the rising sun, stealing their hearts. He walked before him. All the women of Mathura city fell hopelessly in love with him. Verse number 29. Their lotus faces blooming with affection. The ladies who had climbed to the roof of the mansion ran down a shower of flowers upon the Balaram and Krishna. The woman began to shower flowers. Sumanasyayiha. The form of their smiles are they showered flowers in the form of action, indicating that their minds, Sumanasam, were delighted in love. So different meaning of showering flower. Signs of disappearance of suffering is shown. Aridaman. Previously it was said that the woman climbed on the roof. Here it is described that they climbed to the very top of the building. This shows their extreme zeal. They completely covered Krishna and Balaram with flowers, since the two were together. But they fell in love with Krishna. Or they showered both, because Balaram, being his elder brother, was identified with Krishna. The word paramada, woman, also suggests they had strong para and mada, desire. Paramada means desire, strong desire. Many say they showered flowers because they no longer had fear of conscience. Balaram manifested his strength, Bala, and Krishna showed himself as the killer of Keshav, Bala and Keshav. In fact, no one had fear of Kansa at this time. The word Bal is placed first because, being elder, Balaram walked in front. So here are the two words which Jiva Goswami is saying. Paramada Bala Keshava Keshavo. So why Bal is first? We were discussing. Agraj is first. So Paramada, Paramada, Parama is strong, and Muda. Just we are the meaning of Paramada here. Para, strong desire. Verse number 30. Dadhi akshataihi soda patraihi sarga gandhaihi abhyap upayannaihi tavana anarchuho paramoditas tatra tatra dvejatayah. Brahmanas standing along the way honored the two lords with presentation of yogurt, unbroken barley, corn, pots full of water, gall and fragrant substance such as sandalwood paste and other items of worship. How the woman with special bhav respected Krishna with completely soft heart has been described. Now the action of the Brahmins are described. They worship the two with offering like yogurt, full water pots, other auspicious items like fruits. They were why were they not afraid of Kansa? They were overjoyed. Pramoditaha. He is the Supreme Lord. In a great joy, their fear disappeared. Here, Dvejatyaha means Brahmana, since the Vaishyas are described later. Verse 31. The woman of Mathura explained, "Oh, what severe austerities the gopis must have performed to be able to regularly see Krishna and Balaram, who are the greatest source of pleasure for all mankind. Nara loka manotsa mahotsavaha uchoho paura aho gopyas tapah kim acharan mahat yatahi etani anupashyanti nara loka mahotsavo." The two, Pura, refers to the woman living in the city of Mathura. Jiva Goswami writes, Puraha refer to women of Mathura since they praise only the gopis. Puraha instead of Purayaha is a poetic lesson. It was previously shown that both man and woman were overjoyed. How Krishna is glorified by all these citizens to show the reason why they could see his performance of austerities. The gopis represent all the inhabitants of Vraja. The two boys were joy for humans. This also represents all beings on earth, but humans are the most important. Therefore they are mentioned. Or the two were joy for the humans in all the 14 words. 14 words, lokaha. Or the two were for joy to all jiva, naraloka. The gopis and other continually see anupashyanti, the two boys. The present tense is used because it was possible that the two would return there. A woman of Mathura city said, "Oh, alas, all gopas in beautiful Vrindavan are very fortunate again and again to see such a handsome person." The gopis are very fortunate that what pious deed they must have performed that in the ras dance they could again and again drink the nectar of Krishna's lips. Verse 32. Next section. 32 to 39, Krishna kills arrogant washermen. So how many verses we have to finish today?
Until 32.
32.
Yes.
Are you sure we have finished?
This is what I saw in the link, Zoom link.
Okay. So
Am I
now,
correct?
now 32 to 39, Krishna
Yes.
kills the arrogant washermen. Yes, anybody has to say something?
No, I was just saying that that's what it is for today. 22.
We
Can I
have
ask a question?
half an hour. Yes, questions. Yeah, we can have questions.
Yeah, Hare Krishna. How did the women of Mathura knew about the rasa dance?
Oh,
about
they are
mysticism,
hardly
about
they are hardly 12 kilometers separate from one another, and every day the people from Brij goes to sell their milk product in Mathura, and all these pastimes are very commonly heard. There was
Prabhuji,
yeah,
it's
this,
the same now. With the 12 kilometers.
but because of Kamsa, there was no festival, but everybody was hearing this. Through the Gopas and Gopis going to Mathura to sell their milk products. So while talking, they heard all this. Yes.
Thank you.
We on the same note about going to Mathura, reading at the Akrura, travel from Vrindavan to Mathura, it appears that at that time the Mathura district was farther than what it is today.
Exactly speaking,
true?
the kingdom of Mathura was next to the Agra at the bank of river Yamuna called Bateshwar. That was the kingdom at that time, but somehow this prison was in the, presently we go to the Janam Bhumi, we see this was a prison was here. So the area of Mathura was bigger. Agra was Agarban included in that.
I see. So Krishna traveled up to.
And Akrur took a long time because Akrur was completely in a mood of offering prayers and seeing the lotus feet of Krishna on the way, and then going down and having the Manorath. So what Krishna, how will I see him? I was waiting for him. So he was not actually, getting the horse to quickly run to the Nandagaon from Mathura, which is almost 40 kilometers, more than 40 kilometers. And 40 kilometers by say horse car, it takes time. Yeah, it takes time, at least 5-6 hours. Say average 5-6 kilometers per hour. Any other question or some question from our question bank from this section? Some question from this section?
Yes, Prabhu, we have one question. In text 20, the term "O subduer of the" is used. Explain how VCT Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur explains its meaning in his commentary.
Which verse you are saying?
28.
28.
Yes.
In text 28, the term "O subduer enemy" is used. Explain how Vishwanath Chakravarti explained its meaning in his commentary. So,
Yes, Prabhu.
so this is the verse 28. Let us see right here. Verse 28. This is the verse 28. And this is the commentary by Vishwanath Chakravarti. O king, This is the word here. This is the here word. No, this is not Vishwanath. This is Vishwanath. Here is Chakravarti. Here. The subduer of the enemies, Aridaman. Sukdev Goswami implies that by hearing and meditating on his pastime, as this, one can conquer the enemies of lust, anger, greed, and envy. Is it okay?
Yes, Prabhu.
Verse number 28. So this is 25, 6, 7. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare. Oh, 28, Srila Prabhupada's disciples, they have not given anything. But this is the answer right here, okay? Anybody who hear and meditate on the pastime, on such pastime means that Krishna's sweet smiles and glances towards his dear devotees. And the dear devotees, and for them Krishna is Anand Murti, an embodiment of bliss. And when somebody's mind they are completely absorbed and embrace Krishna by their mind. If such type of devotees pastime somebody meditate upon or hear, then the word Aridaman means his enemies, lust, anger, greed and envy disappears, or he conquer that. Is it okay?
Yes, Prabhuji. Thank you.
So write this answer today. And to really make this answer more strong, the words Punya Sarvan Kirtan, Pragalabha Leela, Hasitaho Avalokahi. This is what if somebody think about, meditate about these pastimes. So by meditating on the pastime of Krishna, entering the Mathura and is enchanting the woman of Mathura, somebody hears and meditates upon such pastime, then Aridaman means his enemy is conquered, and enemies are lust, anger, envy, greed and so many other things. And similarly, you have already completed that anybody who hears the pastime of Ras dance of Krishna, he will be cured of the lusty desire within the heart. Already we know this. Hridaya roga, kam hridaya roga, daheti or vinashyati. We know this also. So you can corroborate this statement with that statement also, because these are the pastime which act as Aridaman. Is that pastime of Ras dance, one line, that can also be added to this, to support this statement for your own relishment. Is it okay?
Yes, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, that is second, that is supporting statement. Asit Prabhu, you have some comment?
No, thank you, Prabhu. It was nice. Thank you.
There are no purpose, but we are getting some insight from Acharyas. So we can do 32 at least.
Yes, Prabhu.
to 39, Krishna kills arrogant washermen. And the washerman is called Rajakam. Rajakam actually in it literally means one who color the cloths. Clean cloth and color them also, Rajak. Rajakam kinchid ayantam rangakaram. See rangakaram. Rangakaram means engage in dyeing. Rajak and Rangakar. Rajakam Khanchid Ayantam Rangakaram Gada Agaraja. Gada Agarja is Krishna, the elder brother of Gada. Gada is one of the other son of Vasudeva. Drishtva yachatah vasansi. Yachat means asking for. Vasansi means cloth. Dhautani ati uttamani cha. Dhautani means clean and ati uttamani means very nice. First class. Since the washerman approached, or since seeing the washerman approaching, who had been dyeing some cloths, Krishna asked him for the finest laundried garments he had. Rajako, one who washes cloth is called Rajak. If he also dye clothing, he is called Rangakar. So the person is doing two things together. He is a washerman and also the dyeing the clothes, Rangakar. The great joy of the good citizen has been described. Now, the opposite reaction of the wicked is described. So till now we have the good people seeing Krishna, Brahmins came out, the Mathura ladies came out, and so many good people decorated. Now the wicked people are described. And who are starting with washermen. This is described in 6 verses. Rajakam Kinchad indicate the royal follower of Kansa. Loyal follower of Kansa with demonic nature. See, Kanchid means loyal follower of Kansa and demonic nature. Vishnu Puranam describe him as a wicked follower of Kansa. Tasya duratmanaha. He had some cloth for selling. However, to deceive Krishna, he said the cloth was for Kansa. He was going from washing place to into the city. Krishna's glance upon him was the dyer's only auspiciousness. For it is said that a dyer with freshly washed cloth is inauspicious. The alliteration in Rajakam and Rangukaram is repeated with the word Gada Agarja or Gada Agarja indicate that though Gada was famous for good qualities, Krishna, his elder brother, who was Swayam Bhagavan, would have so much more qualities. This phrase also indicates that at the beginning of the pastime with Yadus, Gada, the chief among all the brothers of Krishna and Balaram, had been born. So Gada is the eldest. There were two Gadas. 3 sons of the Rohini were Balaram, Gada and Sharan. So the son of Rohini is Balaram, Gada and Sharan. And another wife of Vasudeva called Deva Rakshita had son starting with Gada. That is the Gad mentioned in this verse. Since Rohini's son Gada had not been born yet, this is understood from other sources also. Gad was the younger relative and played with Krishna and Mathura along with Balaram, being older than other relatives. Kechid gad agarjah somayah karoti purayoshitam. O gentle Uddhav, is the elder brother of Gad now bestowing on the city woman of the pleasure that actually belongs to us. Bhagvatam 10:47-40. Rukmani later says, if I have sufficiently worshipped the Supreme Lord by pious works, sacrifice, charity, rituals and vows, and also by worshipping the Devatas, Brahmanas and Gurus, then may Gad Agarj come and take my hand, and not Dam Ghosh son, any or anyone else. 10:52-40. So this purport gives us more information about who is Gad. So Gad is not the one who is son of Rohini, but this Gad is the son of Devarakshita, and he is the eldest son. Of Krishna, his elder brother. So Gad Agraj. Gad Agraj means the elder brother of Krishna. Elder brother of Gad Agraj means Krishna is the elder brother of Gad, son of Deva Rakshita. This is the information. Verse, on the way they saw washerman carrying cloths that he had dyed. They asked him for colorful cloths. 33. Lord Krishna said, please give suitable garments to the two of us who certainly deserve them. If you grant this charity, you will undoubtedly receive the greatest benefit. Jiva Goswami writes, this verse describes how he asked for cloth. The dyer, Anga. These cloths are suitable since they have the color and form suitable for us. You cannot say that this cloth is not suitable for us. We deserve this cloth. Arahatoho. How can I give it without payment? There will be the greatest benefit in this life and the next, Shreya, for the donor. Otherwise, there will be no auspiciousness. He made this statement to reveal the washerman's wicked nature when he responded, even in death, he would get benefit. After some time, he would receive more than the price of cloth. He would obtain the highest benefit. Even to the wicked, Krishna spoke most gently. By this proper conduct, he also desired to remove any criticism concerning killing the washerman, since such criticism is intolerable to the devotees. Another meaning of the last line is, one who does not give, adhbhut, will not attain Vaikuntha, but will merge in Brahma. For him, in this life, there is only doubt or death. And this washerman will be killed by Krishna, so he will attain the Brahma Jyoti, not Vaikuntha. Because he was killed by Krishna, so he will get liberation. And such demons get liberation to merge in Brahma. Is it okay? Verse 34. Thus requested by the Supreme Lord, who is perfectly complete in all respect, that arrogant servant of the Kansa became angry and replied insultingly. Again, Jiva Goswami writes, Krishna, Bhagavan, who is complete in all ways, requested him. This means that Krishna simply asked him in order to see the washerman's reaction, not because he needed anything. Vishnu Puran described his wicked nature. Kansasya rajakaha so athaha prasadarudha vismayaha. Kans washerman who was going to the palace become astonished. Another version has Sudurmukhaha, speaking rudely. Sudurmukhaha instead of Sudurmukhaha, Madaha, proud. Harivansh also described he began speaking poison in order to attain destination desired by foolish. "35. The washerman said, you impudent boys, you are accustomed to roaming the mountain and forest, and yet you would dare put on such cloth as these? These are king's possessions you are asking for?" By the influence of Mother Saraswati, the washerman's word can also mean, O boys of excellent character, Udvrtaha Utakrishta Charitraha, who herd cows on Govardhan. Would you ever wear such mundane cloth as this? Certainly not. Therefore, even in play, why do you want to done the impure things of a king? The Amarkos dictionary says Virtam Padaye Charitre Cha, which means the word Virta can indicate footstep or activity and is used in all three genders. And Jiva Goswami writes, arrogant boys who talk without fear of king, Udvrta. This is because you are forest vagabonds. Can persons like you wear such cloth? Why do you desire the king's objects? You will gain nothing from this. Rather, having come to king's city, you will gain only fear by offending the king. And if you wear the clothing, it is joke, since you are forest wanderers. To deceive them, he then spoke as if being truthful. Why do you desire the king's possessions? Or why do you desire such clothing, since it indicates that you are arrogant and desire the king's possession? You should not wear the clothing and you should not desire in this way. This shows you are arrogant. It was said, Shyamam Hiranya Paridham. Krishna's complexion was dark blue and his belt was golden. Srimad Bhagvatam 23:21. Being complete in himself, Paripurnena, his clothing was already most attractive. Vishnu Puran says concerning their playing in the forest, the two boys wore clothes and were ornamented with gold and black ointment. However, the demon's eyes cannot see this. There is also a hidden meaning in this world. O boys having an attractive occupation, wandering in the forest of Govardhan, you wear among most attractive cloth. Do you desire the king's cloth? Of course not. You are asking for this cloth as a trick. So the main thing is the other meaning of the words. They are not the criticism for Krishna, but is a glory of Krishna. Okay, we'll not kill the washerman today. We are leaving him alive for today. Is it okay? We'll kill him today. Not tomorrow, today, tomorrow.
Okay.
Kolkata is a right place to kill. We will kill him tomorrow in Delhi. Garga Santa will describe this washerman, his past life. Anybody have any question or comment? No? Any other question from this section? Any question from this section?
Prabhuji, the gopis are they divided as Nitya Siddha gopis and Sadhana Siddha gopis, right?
Nitya Siddha gopis are Lalita Vishakha. They are eternal associate from Golok Vrindavan, and Sadhana Siddha are the rishis of Dandakaranya. They have done sadhana and they become perfection. And these sadhana Siddha, they cannot enter the Rasa Leela. They stayed back at home. And then from there, in separation, they left their bodies and they joined and entered the Nitya Leela.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Anybody has any question from this section?
Hare Krishna.
Yes, Prabhu.
It's very interesting to note that the first personality the Krishna Balaram would kill is a washerman. You know, they're entering the city, they need a change of cloth as well because they will look different from what they look in Vrindavan. Now, is there a significance to this, that it's a washerman, the first person they kill? Or is it a test for them to see whether they recognize who they are, or whether the washerman will...
They wanted to create a terrorism in the Mathura. By killing the washerman, and then there will be terror in the Mathura. There is a person came, and so they wanted to just have a fear in the city on the one side. And then they polarize the city. The other people will love Krishna because he go to their home. So he is polarizing the whole city by his action. And this washerman, as I have said in Garga Santa, I said he was the same washerman who criticized Mother Sita. And therefore Ramachandra could not really punish him because Ramachandra was following the rules of a king. But Krishna is really rough with him, and he has taken really the revenge of that old nonsense which he has done. So washerman is the first one to be liberated to the Brahma Jyoti. And then all other washermen will leave the Mathura. They leave the cloth there, they leave Mathura. Krishna will take these cloth, then he will go to the tailor, get them altered according to their size. So this will be the next part. Then they have a good cloth now, they will get garland from Sudama gardener. Then they need some chandan. So they will go, they will approach the Kubja. Then they are ready. And then they will break the bow which is meant for the next day's festival. And they will kill all the guards of the bow. And they go and sleep at the garden with Nanda Baba. This is the first day's business. And second day Kansa is over. So I think
it's like they're showing to Kamsa who is real boss now, right?
They are creating fear in the whole city. They are creating fear by this, and by breaking the bow and killing the guards there. So they are creating they are scaring the Kansa in a playful mood. It's child's play. So no question from this side, this section in the question bank?
Prabhuji, can I ask a question?
Yes.
It's just bothering me. So Prabhuji, now you know this 12th grade results and all are out, and we read in the Bhagvatam that this is the only goal, that we have to practice bhakti. But India somehow seems like there's so much of emphasis on education. And it's I mean, I know everybody is different, but can you help me understand, how do, we keep our enthusiasm strong? Because my daughter, she is in 10th grade and she's doing Bhakti Vaibhav. And all the Matas are, no, you should not do, now you should study. So I was like, I'm fine. But how to, compassionately look at them, or is my mindset something, not getting that, education is important. I mean, of course it is important, but not that crucial that I feel. But in India, it's now, everybody is like 99%, somebody got, and my daughter is also a little confused. So
Anyway.
I want to know your perspective. I want to look at them nicely.
Anyway, in our Acharya's mood, the both angles are discussed. Modern education is designed by the Britisher to make us slaves, because we are still on the same path that after education we are looking for job. So they wanted servants and we want to be servant. That is not the Vedic purpose of Vedic education. Vedic education is to make you self-sufficient on their own in your own profession, not to be a slave, working for somebody else. But somehow still we are following the British system of education. We have not yet actually adopted the Gurukul system which was prevalent in India before. But we alone cannot do that because we have to live in the social system. So sometimes Prabhupada used to say, those who are doing graduation, if they become post-graduation or they do the doctorate, they are as good as sannyasis for preaching. So from one angle, we need education, because educated people become devotees, then the people will accept their authority. So from that point of view, it's good that we educate our children, but not at the expense of devotional, at the expense of ignoring devotional activities. If they should go balance, then it is better. We need a balanced approach, like Bhaktivinoda Thakur. He is a British judge. It's a material education, but he was simultaneously a great scholar and a devotee. He has written so many books. So we have to balance our life, both materially and spiritually. Because we are grastas, our children, we educate them because we have to live in the society. But I mean, both sides are there. There are very bold devotees. They are just educating their children at home. They are not allowing them to mix with the modern education children where there is no morality. So this is also taking place. I know many places where the full-time devotees keeping their children regularly homeschooling. So there are different ways going around us. So there is no one blank rule right now how we can take care of our children. But definitely, according to Bhagvatam, if we are not training our children to be devotee, then we are doing good, not a good service to the children.
Okay, Prabhuji. I need your prayers, Prabhuji. We were homeschooling our children. We came to India. We started schooling, but from today, all the schools have stopped. We are starting again homeschooling. So because children also showing some inclination.
So
studying.
You search, if you can, you will find some good group of devotees. They are doing homeschooling. They have teachers. I've seen in Hyderabad. They have started homeschooling. All the children are there. They kept the teachers. They are giving the namo.
Yeah, we have joined AP Shiksha online thing.
Yeah.
So all devotees and Matajis, all teachers also devotees. So, but we need prayers, Prabhuji, that we want to, try, at least try something.
Jai Krishna Balaram ki Jai. Thank you, Krishna. Bless you all. See you tomorrow. Vancha kalpatru vyasya kripa sindhu vyaya. Patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavibhyo namo namah. और कोई है भाई, कोई है भाई,